Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This video is my promised weekly meal prep for weight loss, for health, to feel good, to stay on track, to stay focused with my goals. I personally love meal prepping because I love to have food ready to go. I don't have to think twice. I don't have to like dread on cooking. And also, like, you know, those moments where you're out and about and you're like, I'm really freaking hungry and I don't want to go home and cook. So you choose to like go through fast food or go pick up something from somewhere and not cook at home. That's where meal prep comes in place. Cooking at home is always best. Make sure to check the description box below. That's where all of the written recipes will be for you guys to look back, screenshot, write down, whatever it is you need to do to create these yourself at home. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, a comment, and if you're new, subscribe. Welcome. I would love to have you here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That just allows you to know every time I upload so you don't miss a video and wonder where I am. So hit that notification bell and let's jump into these delicious, yummy meals. For breakfast, this is one of my favorite breakfasts to make. It's ham, egg, and cheese English muffins. Oh my gosh. This is so good left over, like to freeze in your freezer and then microwave it. I'm going to wrap them all up after individually, and then you can just take it out of the wrapping paper, like aluminum or plastic wrap you could use, and then you just wrap it in a paper towel and microwave it for like 2 minutes, and it's a perfect ham, egg, and cheese English muffin. And I feel like it's really good for like on the go. You could even eat it in your car, you can eat it, bring it to work, microwave it at work. It's just so good. And these are like actually my favorite things to make for meal prep. They're super easy, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do it like the most efficient. So let's get started. Okay, I have the oven on because we're going to first cook our eggs. We want to get a really good shape out of them. So we're going to do, let's see, how many English muffins am I doing? How many come in here? I don't even know. 6? Maybe? Yeah, I think 6. Okay, so we're going to do 6 English muffins. These are the 100-calorie multi-grain. And we're going to toast those after we do the eggs. So I think I'm going to do 5 eggs. Let's do that. 5. That's plenty. We're going to do 5 eggs. All right, for the eggs, I'm using this pan right here. I'm gonna spray it, and this is gonna make the cutout for the egg for the sandwich. It's like the perfect thickness. There we go. We're gonna pop this in the oven and let that cook through for about 6 to 7 minutes. While that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get our English muffins prepared. Parchment paper by far is the most underrated kitchen like cooking gadget. I'm seriously obsessed. I feel like it makes your food so good and so much better and crispier, and it's just such easy cleanup. Like once I'm done with this, I just lift it up and toss it. We're going to cut all of these and we're going to toast them. And we're also going to pop these in the oven for about, again, 5 to 6 minutes. This is the 97% fat-free breakfast ham slices. I'm obsessed with these. Also, this is such a good breakfast choice. You can have 3 slices for 60 calories and 10 grams of protein for a serving. So I feel like that's like a really good option if you want something different than bacon, turkey bacon, or chicken sausage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna make 6, so I need 1 more. There we go. And I'm just heating these up, getting them a little browned on the edges so that they taste good when we reheat them the next day. And And for the time for these, it's nothing major. Just kind of cook them until you like how they look, a little bit crispy, a little bit cooked. I'm just gonna let that do its thing. This is what it should look like. You could do circles, but honestly, I don't have anything small enough to get 6 circles. So I'm just gonna do little squares. And get 6 out of them. And that will fit perfectly on top. So we got 6 squares. Oh, I got more than 6 squares. I did that like completely backwards. I have this cookie cooling rack, and this is what I like to do because I won't wrap these up until they're cool because they just stay better that way. So I cool the breakfast sandwich on this rack. So I'm going to place them all right here and assemble them this way. This is what the ham turned out to look like. So we're going to place a ham down first. There we go. We're going to add the egg. And then the best cheese is this Velveeta cheese. You have to use this. It is so good. It truly is. It melts so good. And it's actually surprisingly really low in calories. I think it's 30 calories for a slice. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the cheese on each one. All right, there they are, and the cheese will just kind of melt over time. It's sitting here on top of like the hot egg. It'll melt, and then when you go to microwave it, it'll melt again. That's how I like to do it, and I recommend doing it that way. But there we have 6 perfect ham, egg, and cheese English muffins for breakfast. Look how good that looks. Look at that thick egg. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. This next recipe is Joey's mom's recipe that she gave me a while ago, and I've shared once on my channel, but it's time to make it again because it's so good. It's perfect for like when the weather starts warming up because you can have this cold, and I think it's even better cold. You can have it hot or cold. I prefer it cold and the next day. So I'm going to show you everything. It's really simple. You just need some chicken breast, about 2 cups of diced chicken breast. I just sauteed these in the pan with the same pan I used to brown the ham slices, so I just thought that would be good to kind of cook it in the same pan, give it some extra flavor, and some salt and pepper. And then you want to dice it up really small. I use kitchen scissors because you want them as small as you can get them. And then cool that off. And then I did tricolor quinoa. Sorry for the dogs drinking water in the background. I feel like there's always dog noises in the background. This is the quinoa that I used. I made a serving of that, and then I placed it on the plate so it cools down. I have that ready to go. And then you're gonna need celery and green onions. I bought these packaged, pre-packaged, pre-cut because it's so easy. And yeah, I was tempted to just get these so I didn't have to do any cutting. But of course you can get your own celery and green onions to cut. You want them really small. That's another reason why I like these. And then you need some blue cheese. So you also, oh, I almost forgot. You need some buffalo sauce. This is the Texas Pete's extra mild wing buffalo sauce. So any kind of buffalo sauce, it doesn't have to be this specific one. And then salt and pepper, of course. And we're gonna mix it all in this big bowl, combine it all together, make some magic. All right, first thing first is the quinoa. And it took about 15 minutes to cook this quinoa. So honestly, that's like the longest part of this meal prep, is just cooking the quinoa. The chicken didn't take very long at all because I used the chicken tenders and I cut them up while it's in the pan, so it cooks really fast. And then we're gonna add the celery. I add all of it, all that celery, because it just is so yummy with it. All the green onions. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. If you were gonna do this yourself, I would say like 4 celery stalks, cut those up, and then a bundle of green onions. If you like green onions. If you don't, maybe just do like 2. But I love green onions so much. And this is like meant to have lots of greens in it. We're gonna add that delicious blue cheese. We're gonna start with 1/3 cup. I might add more, we'll see. But I'm gonna add 1/3 cup. I think the recipe is a 1/2 cup, honestly, so I might add more. But I like to kind of do it one at a time, so everything kind of, it gets the blue cheese in every bite. So I'm adding 1/3 cup first. I'm adding another 1/3 cup blue cheese. It's kind of melting on me, so it's not as crumbly as I'd like it to be, but you can always add a little bit more blue cheese, honestly, when you serve this for yourself. Go ahead and add a little bit more blue cheese if you want. All right, mix that all together. Salt, pepper, lots of pepper. I like it with pepper. And then we have the buffalo sauce. This is 1/4 cup going in. And then I like to mix it before I add any more. Just like everything kind of coated evenly, you know? And then we're gonna add a little bit more. Not quite another 1/4 cup, probably like 1/8 cup, honestly. So don't fill it up all the way. I don't like it too buffalo-y and spicy. Kind of just like a little bit goes well with it. So mix that up. So it should have like this orange tint to it. And we're gonna go ahead and place it in containers and then let it get nice and cold and then have it the next day. I really hope you guys make this one. It's so good. All right, here is the English muffins, breakfast sandwiches, all wrapped up. They're cooled down. I wrapped them in plastic, and then I'm just gonna pop them in the freezer and they'll be good to go. And these can last you months in the freezer. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the freezer. Okay, so I have the pork butt here, and you can use a beef roast. You definitely don't have to use a pork butt. That's just what we prefer to use and what was on sale, actually. I did take a paper towel and kind of just get the excess liquid and blood off of the pork butt, and then I'm going to go ahead and season it up and keep it pretty simple with the seasonings. We're just gonna do salt and pepper. I got this salt and pepper shaker from Target and I love it. It's like 2-sided. It's amazing. I'll leave it linked below if they still have it. And then you'll need some garlic powder, and then I know this sounds weird, but it adds a really great flavor, is ground cinnamon. It goes so good with pork and roast. And then I have some lime juice. I'm gonna use a lot of lime juice and 1 whole pineapple and the juice of this pineapple. You could cut up your fresh pineapple, of course, but we went with this one. It was actually on sale, so I was like, hey, let's just keep it simple and buy my own pineapple. But of course you could buy your own and cut it up, but you'll need about this much. I'm not even gonna put any oil on this or anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and season it up. The plan with the pork is to have it with cauliflower rice or a big side of like veggies like green beans or Brussels sprouts. It's really just like our main protein source throughout the week. So that's what we like to do, is make like a really good meat and just eat that. You can even make like sandwiches if you like. I'm adding a lot of lime juice. I'm probably going to just use what's left in this. I'd say there's probably like 1/4 cup of lime juice that I'm going to be using. Okay, I'm going to take this pineapple out of the container. Like I mentioned, use that juice, pour that over it, and we're gonna cut this pineapple up. Push the cork out. I am obsessed with pineapple with meat. I just feel like it's such a good summer flavor. And summer is like practically here in Florida, and hopefully where you are, hopefully soon at least, it'll start warming up and be summertime for you as well. But yeah, this is a great recipe for a nice light citrus flavor for the summertime. I'm making these actually pretty thick. I don't want them to be too thin. I still want it to hold some form so that I can like eat it with the meat. If I do it too thin, it kind of like dissolves, if that makes sense. So doing a little bit thicker of pieces. There we go, that's good. Bring this back. And you could do this in a crock pot. We're actually going to be doing it in the oven, wrapped in aluminum. I don't even have toothpicks. I'm just like placing these on the pork. You could definitely do this in the crock pot, you guys. You could do it on low for like 8 or 9 hours and it would be perfect. But we're going to wrap it in aluminum foil and oven cook it. I'm also taking the corks because that's just going to add more flavor, and I'm just going to line the bottom of the pan with it because it'll just create more juice. And then aluminum. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bake. After 5 hours, I'm gonna check on it and see if it needs any additional time, because it's always kind of different. Like, I feel like you kind of have to play it as it goes, but I'll leave the exact time for you guys down below so that you'll know. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm just checking on it. Oh, that's a lot of liquid. I might have to take some of this liquid out. Look at all this freaking liquid from the juice of the pineapple. I'm gonna have to take some of that out. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, it still has 2 hours left to cook, it says. You should cook it for 5 hours, so it still has 2 hours. I just wanted to check on it, but I think it's gonna be perfect, you guys. I just basted the liquid over the pork, putting this back on and putting it back in for the additional time to cook for 2 hours. This. Oh my gosh, look at that. Right off the freaking bone. Ooh, I just dropped a piece. Brixie, get it. Look. Wow, this looks amazing. Shred it really well and then add some more liquid to it, and then we're gonna let it cool and then pack it up. And I'm also gonna add those delicious pineapples. Look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's gonna take a while and lots of arm strength. I'm not okay, you guys. I'm not okay. This is so good. So good. I just took a little bite, a little nibble to taste test it, and oh, it's actually just amazing. The pineapple, the flavors, it's just so good. No, you want some, but you can't have none. A little piece dropped on the floor and Brixie got it. Now they're just going crazy for it. Sorry. Sorry. This filled up 3 containers, which is a lot of meat. So that's great. I'm just gonna put the lids on and store it in the fridge. Alright guys, that is it for this meal prep. I hope you guys enjoyed and are as excited to make these as I am to eat these for the week. Make sure to follow my Instagram. I always share like my meals and things that I'm eating throughout the day on my Instagram. I'll leave that on the screen. Also down below, where you can also find the recipes for all of these yummy meals. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye guys.